Hello, this is the Conan the Mighty Pig speedrun tutorial, kind of. It's more of just a world record, and I'm going to be saying some things to note. So, starting off in the game of Conan the Mighty Pig, your goal is to collect truffles, and once you collect 345, you win the game. So there's a few truffles in each level, and there's 8 different levels. And the most in one level is 85, and the least is like 30. So we're going to be running around, collecting them all very quickly, and we're going to be using some glitches, which one that I'm first going to explain is the L key, which unlocks all the maps so you can teleport around to them. It helps with routing a bit, so that once you complete a level, by turning in the truffles to the barrel, you don't have to walk to the nearest portal. You can just immediately teleport away to the next map. And another glitch that's very often used is ducking, which ducking may seem like it's supposed to be a feature, but in this game it's pretty much just a glitch. When you duck, the bottom of your hitbox comes up instead of the top of your hitbox coming down. So if you duck and then release, you like blip upwards. You kind of make like a quick movement upwards. So if you spam it a lot by, say, putting it on your scroll wheel of your mouse, then you go super high. But Bonin, who is the boar power-up, cannot do that, because Bonin can't duck. So there's some times where I'll be getting rid of Bonin so I can do higher jumps, and there's other times where I'll just be getting rid of it because there's crouch areas where there's truffles that I have to go into, as you can see right here I'm about to. Luckily, right here, there's another acorn right outside, so I can just scoop that one up and continue on my way, because the 2 power-ups that I have right now are the 2 best for speedrunning, the chili pepper and the acorn. So the chili pepper increases your speed, doesn't change you at all, so you can still do anything with the chili, but Bonin also increases your speed, but you can't crouch, so there's going to be a lot of times where I'll have to get rid of Bonin to get some truffles, and nothing you can really do about that, unless there's some sort of duck with Bonin glitch that I haven't discovered yet. But for the most part, we're going to be trying to keep those as often as we can, and getting some other ones along the way. Like, as you can see here, I had to get rid of Bonin to come up, and now when I come back down, there's a problem, because the wolf is standing right on the truffle down there. I decided to just go around and come back for the truffle, but it's quite an annoyance. There's no specific power-up for deterring wolf besides the acorn, but there are specific power-ups for the other 2 hostile mobs, which are the bat and the bees. So acorn, you can completely ignore all 3 hostile mobs. If you have bee, or if you have the sunflower, sorry, then the bees won't attack you, and if you have garlic, then the bats won't attack you. And both those are their own power-up, and obviously acorn works for all 3. But one thing to note is that wolves will take 2 truffles from you if you touch them, and bats will only take 1, but they take them a lot quicker. And bees, they don't take any truffles, they just push you away. So there's some places where you need to have a sunflower or you can't really get past. I mean, maybe it's possible, but there's a lot of times where it's just better to grab a sunflower. There are cases also where you get completely soft-locked. You can press the R key, which takes you back to your previous barrel, but you lose all truffles you're holding. So it's basically the same as if you got attacked by a wolf for everything you're holding, if you get soft-locked. And I don't think I explained, but the truffles disperse randomly through the level if you get attacked by something. So if a wolf takes 2 truffles from you, those 2 truffles can go anywhere on the level. Well, not necessarily anywhere, because there are specific spawning locations, but those spawning locations are across the entire level. So the later on you lose truffles into a level, the worse it is for you. Because, if you lose them at the beginning, it's not as big of a deal, because you're going to be traveling across the whole level. You'll probably see where those truffles went anyways. But if you lose them, like, as your last 2 truffles, you'll have to run through the entire level again, or do some other roundabout method of collecting truffles, which I will get to near the end of the run. So, if you lose truffles, not the end of the world, but definitely the end of a world record, that's for sure. So here I'm making sure I have a sunflower with clover because a little bit later on there's that soft lock location. And here's another situation where duck jumping really helps. That jump is not makeable with only normal jumps, even if you have the triple jump power up, which is the green bean. Even if you have the triple jump power up, you still can't make that, so ducking really helps with that. It helps solidify the route of this room. And you can see one of those portals that is interconnected to the other zone. That one takes you to chalk cliffs. I'm not going to be using that because walking through a portal is basically the same as like getting rid of all the truffles you're holding. So unless there's a barrel right next to a portal, it's not really too helpful to use the portals. So that's why the L key debug feature is very helpful, because as soon as we complete a level, we can just teleport to the next one. So coming up right here is the soft lock location. If you don't have a sunflower here, and you come in with Bonin, that's the trap. Then you have to get rid of acorn to pick up these 2 truffles, and now you're done so. So make sure you bring a sunflower into here. But yeah, with that, we only have one more slight thing, which is wolf RNG. If the wolf is all the way to the left, that's lucky. If the wolf is all the way to the right, that's pretty bad. You want him all the way to the left so you don't have to crouch for as long. You can walk right up to him and then crouch, but if he's walking towards the left, it's going to be a pretty slow process to get by. You're going to have to crouch for that whole section. But yeah, that's the last real important thing of this level. So we're on to beach. There is also another way where we can abuse the duck jump glitch, I'll say. And that is that if you spam the duck jump, and you can stick to a ceiling, so you could do that to get by the wolf there and just stick to the ceiling and like slide across to the top of the wolf, but it's very risky, and especially since it's the end of the level, it's not really worth it for like 5 seconds at the most. But it's a thing. It can be done. So for this level, we start off, we instantly get a chili, and then later on, in just a minute, not a minute, in just a few seconds, we pick up an acorn, and we pretty much have this combo for the whole level. So it's a nice and quick level, 30 truffles in like a minute and 30 seconds. Not much to this level really. Just right here you want to make sure you grab the clover so you can double the length of your next chili, which is the clover does double the length of your next power up. So right here, it's kind of visible. You can see the chili in the bottom left. Pick that up, and now you're set for the rest of the level. There is one point where you do have to cancel your acorn, but you get it back a bit later, so it's no big deal. Right here you have to cancel. Don't cancel it too early, or else the bees will come attack you, and you'll get pushed away, and that's pretty detrimental. Like, you're going to have to come back around to get these in here, or pick up a sunflower somewhere. But yeah, after that, this is going to be the one of the few levels where we're going to take the portal to the next area instead of just teleporting, because it's close, and also because if we teleport, we're going to be sent to a really weird place. There's not going to be a chili really nearby, so it's going to be a lot slower than just walking into that portal, which only takes like a few seconds. Yeah, so in this, like at the beginning of this level, we start with acorn chili, and though we do have to ditch the acorn in a bit, it's still a nice speed boost. We can quickly complete this bottom segment and go into the top segment with a chili. And these jumps are kind of hard. If you time them correctly, you can sort of take advantage of the fact that Conan has high jumps and like bounce around, makes the truffles it makes the collection of the truffles a lot quicker. But since Bonin can't like do the duck, you can't kind of adjust your jump height midair, so it's a lot harder to maneuver with Bonin. Just there, you saw me stick to the ceiling to make that jump easier. That's helpful, I guess. Here's a bit of wolf RNG. If the wolf's all the way to the left, you're going to have a tough time getting the truffle in the bottom left. But it's not a big deal because you can just come back. And we're closing out this level and going into the next level, which is Precipice. Now there is one special thing about Precipice. If you leave in the middle of Precipice, there will be a truffle, well, if you leave after you've collected at least 10 or so truffles, there will be a truffle permanently missing. And that truffle is going to be approximately 50 map lengths to the right of where it's intended to be. So that's a slight problem. So do not leave this level, preferably, while you're doing it. This level is also the biggest, with 85 truffles. And normally here, I would just teleport back, so I wouldn't have to walk back through this whole segment. But now that we understand why the truffle disappears, well, we don't know why, but now that we know that it happens after you've collected 10 or so, I just choose to walk back and not risk it. It's not that much of a time loss, really, and it helps with these two truffles up over to the right. We can just grab these as we go and continue. And finally, after we go through this crouch segment, we're going to be picking up the first chili of this area. This area doesn't have that many chilies, so it's a bit annoying. It's pretty slow. It's like 8 minutes. And once we reach 150 truffles, we're going to be getting a cutscene. During the cutscene, you can move, and you can do whatever. You can collect truffles still, you can pick up power-ups still, but you can't see anything. So it's kind of risky, especially since right above where we are right now, just standing up there, is where we're going to be. And if we fall down to the left, it's going to be sort of annoying to get back. So I usually just AFK a bit when that cutscene appears. The cutscene only lasts for like 5 seconds too. It's only an image, it's not like some sort of giant video. So yeah, you can hear I picked up that one. And I tried to pick up the boar power, but I missed it. So no big deal. Now we're going to be entering the crouch segment. This is one of the slowest parts. Not much happens, but we do have to go through the entire area because there's truffles through the whole thing. There's 3 different entrances though, so there's a way to speed it up at least a little bit. We don't have to backtrack that much. And here, there's a beehive over to the right. I'll explain it ahead of time really quick while we go through this segment. There's a beehive over to the right. Beehives have a circular radius, so if we tried to run directly to the right where the truffle is over there, which you'll see in a second, the bees would attack us before we could get to it, and we would fall all the way down to the left and have to come back around. So instead, what I do is jump up, stick to the ceiling a little bit, and then drop down right on top of the truffle. The bees won't be able to catch up to me while I'm falling, and I'll land on the truffle and be able to collect it. And we need to go over to the left a little bit to grab a truffle anyways, so it works out. Here you can see that now. I'm sticking up, and I drop, and I'm good. And then over to here is the final truffle this segment. And we're free. So we pick up another trilly, we didn't really waste the previous chili too much because you can't crouch any faster just because you have a chili. Like, if you have a chili, it doesn't make you faster while you're crouching. So, nothing we can really do about that chili, like, and how uselessly placed it is. So we drop down back here, pick all these up. You could get in trouble with the wolf there. Luckily, I didn't. And this area is our first instance of garlic pick-upage in the run. There's lots of bats here. It's really not the point where we want to start losing truffles to bats in this level. So I pick up the garlic that's crouch distance away over to the left, back there. And I pick up another one just because I want to be safe. This one right here. So now we should have just enough time to make it through the rest of this area and continue on to the final little segment. And in the final segment, we're going to be doing a clip. It's really the only useful place for the clip in the whole run, which is disappointing, but I mean, it is what it is. So to clip in this game, you can only clip upwards, at least that we know of so far, and to clip, you have to get rid of a power-up. So getting rid of a power-up does kind of like a blip when you crouch, except it's a little bit more powerful, and it kind of ignores walls. So we're going to be getting rid of all of our power-ups to clip through the ceiling, and it's frame perfect, but if you have crouch bound to your scroll wheel, you can pull it off more easily than frame perfect because you can just spam the crouch, and that's part of it also, is you want to be exactly perfectly stuck to the ceiling, and you can go through with the clip. So you can see I'm racing against the clock to try and get there before the garlic runs out. And now I'm performing the clip. First, I get rid of garlic, I'm now standing, then I get rid of another one while I scroll, and then I get rid of another one and I fail, and then I get rid of another one while I scroll, and I make it all the way through. So I made it through, not perfectly, but good enough. If I did it perfectly, I would still have the chili, but since I messed it up once, I just still decided to go for it, and it worked out. And now we're done with that segment. On to the Refuge. This one's a pretty simple one. Not much going on here. There is this small bee encounter right here. You want to get hit earlier rather than later, so the bees stop pushing you earlier, and so you can move to the right earlier. Since you have to fall over to the left anyways, not a big deal. And here we're going to want to grab the sunflower and then the clover. We want to have the clover for coming up. There's going to be a chili. Not quite yet, but you can see it below where that truffle is. So now we're chilied up for pretty much the rest of the room. Here's something you need to be wary of. This truffle over here to the left, if the wolf aggroed on you before, he's still going to be aggro on you here, and you're probably not going to be able to pick up that truffle very easily. Luckily, I was quick enough. I didn't get the wolf aggro on me, but if it was, you would have to bait the wolf around and pick up the truffle. And here you want to make sure you pick up this acorn because the ghosts will attack you if you don't have an acorn. Oh yeah, that's the fourth kind of hostile mob. Ghosts push you away unless you have acorn. We don't really encounter any ghosts while we don't have acorn though for this run, so it's not too big of a deal. There you can see I kind of baited the wolf out to grab the other truffle. And we're done with Refuge. Onto the mine. The mine is the first dark level in the game. There's only two. And the only thing that it adds is fireflies and a power-up which allows you to collect fireflies to light up the level. So soon enough the level is going to be fully red again and you'll be able to see. So there we go, fully red again. And we get our next cutscene. I luckily did make the jump, so hooray. But if you miss that, it's going to be a bit of a time loss, falling down. Here there is a truffle in the bottom left that you have to be careful of. The map kind of blocks it, but it's down there, and you can turn off the map with M too, if you think you're going to forget or something. Here's our little smiley face with all the power-ups. And we're going to pick up another garlic up here. There's more bats coming up, so we want to be careful and grab a garlic with clover so it lasts long enough. Here we're also jumping all the way up top to grab a truffle, falling all the way back down to grab a truffle down here, and jumping all the way back up again. Now onto Pinch Mountain. I did miss a truffle there, if you noticed. So like I said, if you miss truffles, there is a way around it. You could just run back and try and find them, but I chose to go with the slightly more RNG option since I have no clue which truffle I missed. So there is bonus truffles in every level. The bonus truffles appear after you collect all the other truffles, and they appear randomly, just like if you lost a truffle or something. So I'm going to be trying to look for a bonus truffle after I've collected everything else. Coming up over to our left, we're going to be seeing the man of Pinch Mountain. He is a man with a barrel on his head, and we are going to make ourselves into his hat instead of his barrel. So, we are sending the man. You can see his barrel hats. And now we are going to place ourselves onto his head and become Conan the Mighty Hat. Now onto Marhan's, the final level of the 100% run. It's the other dark level. This one's pretty quick, only 30 truffles. And there are two bats here that you're going to need to avoid. The best way to do it is to bait them down and then move over to the left, jump up. They glitch back upwards, and then you can move over past them and you won't get hit usually. There's a bit of technique behind it though. Alright, just a bit to go, so I'll explain the rest of the bonus truffle thing. So, since I missed the truffle in the mine, I'm gonna have to pretty much look in this level and the beach for the bonus truffle. If I don't spot it right away, I'm gonna move over to the beach and check there, because that's the smallest level. It's easiest to see where the truffles are. So I've pretty much put the run down to RNG because I missed a truffle. It's not something you really want to do, but I mean, it's good if you want to try and salvage a run that you messed up on. So one thing you do need to do is reload the level after you collect all truffles for the bonus truffle to appear. So I do that, I lose all my power-ups, and I look, I don't see that truffle, so I move to beach, and luckily I do get the best spawn for that truffle location, which is right on the portal, so I pick it up immediately, and end the run with like a 28-11. And now I'm going to continue on into the 101% category, just because, and it's not going to go very smoothly because of the mine. There's a catastrophic failure there. But other than that, I get pretty good RNG. So, that concludes the commentary. Have fun watching me struggle to find one truffle, or two truffles in the mine, for like 10 minutes.
What?